Leaders from the world's largest economies are meeting in Northern Ireland on Monday for their annual G8 summit, with a focus on the global economy and the bloodshed in Syria. 2 days of talks has brought together leaders from the U.S., the UK, Russia, Germany, Canada, Japan, France, and Italy. As for what's on everyone's agenda, British Prime Minister David Cameron has said he wants to see an EU-US free trade deal on the table, as well as plans to crack down on global tax havens and make global firms more transparent. On Sunday, Cameron and Russian President Vladimir Putin met at odds over the prospect of arming Syrian rebels.
There are very big differences between the analysis we have of what happened in Syria and who is to blame.
Little progress on Syria is expected at the G8, largely due to the presence of Putin. He's warned against arming the rebels and stressed his country's arms contract is in full compliance with international law. But days after announcing the U.S. would step up military assistance for the rebels, President Obama is hoping he can come to some agreement with Syria's most powerful ally. This will be Obama's first face-to-face meeting with Putin since last year's G20 summit. Obama is expected to see some major lobbying from Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper, who's looking for the go-ahead from the U.S. on the Keystone Pipeline. Harper argues the multi-billion-dollar project could give his economy a major boost. And for Japan's Shinzo Abe and Germany's Angela Merkel, central banks and monetary policy will likely top their agendas. The two are holding bilateral talks during the summit to discuss long-term growth in their countries. And Cameron's hopes for a $265 billion transatlantic trade plan may be dashed by French President Francois Hollande, who has insisted on special exceptions for the French film industry and holds EU veto power over the negotiations. According to The Telegraph, Hollande will be in the comfortable and pleasing position of deciding whether the Prime Minister's G8 summit is a triumph or a humiliation. And in his first G8 meeting, Italian Prime Minister Enrico Letta, whose country faces the worst tax evasion problem within the G8, will be looking for any trade deal that can be used to prop up Italy's struggling economy. Overshadowing these talks is the revelation from NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden in The Guardian Sunday night that British intelligence had spied on its allies during the 2009 G20 summit. Britain's Cameron said Sunday he couldn't comment on the allegations. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn.